Hi students, this is A. Mandari Kumar Rajesh. In this video, we are going to discuss a topic called single cell protein or SCP. Before we get into the topic, I would like to give you information on application of fermentation process in industries. Fermentation process has industrial applications like microbial biomass, then microbial metabolites, then microbial enzymes, then bioconversion, biotransformation, or modification of the substrate, or modification of the substrate. So these are the four industrial applications which are given in our book. First, I am going to tell about the microbial biomass. In microbial biomass, the microbial cells like algae, fungi, yeast and bacteria are grown, dried and are used as source of protein, and that protein is called as single cell protein, that is called SCP. So this SCP can serve as human food and animal feed. So in this video we are going to discuss single cell protein in detail within a few minutes. Then I am going to tell about the microbial metabolites. So microbes can produce some compounds which are having industrial uses, So the microbial metabolites are classified into two types. They are primary, then secondary. So primary metabolite means the microbes can produce the compounds which are very important for their vital life processes, and that compounds or that metabolites are called as primary metabolites. For example, citric acid, lactic acid, ethanol and acetic acids are examples of primary metabolites. Then secondary metabolites. So microbes can produce that compound which are not important for their vital life processes, and that metabolites are called as secondary metabolites, but that metabolite have value added nature, For example, antibiotics like amphotericin B. So it is an antibiotic extract from the microorganism called Streptomyces nodosus. Then penicillin. So it is an antibiotic extracted from Penicillium chrysogenum. Then streptomycin, then tetracycline, then alkaloids, toxic pigments and vitamins. So these are all examples of secondary metabolites. Then I am going to tell about the microbial enzymes. So in the culture medium, the microbes can produce or can secrete the enzymes in the culture medium, and that enzyme has economical value, and that enzymes are used in industries like food processing industry, pharmaceutical industries, brewery industries and detergent industries. And example for that enzymes are protease, then lipase, then isomerase, Then amylase. So protease is an enzyme, it can digest the protein. Lipase is an enzyme, it can digest the lipid. Isomerase is an enzyme which can convert a molecule from one isomer to another isomer, and that is called isomerase. Then amylase, amylum means sugar. So it can digest the carbohydrate. Amylase is an enzyme which can digest carbohydrate. So these are all the examples of microbial enzymes which are used in industries. Then bioconversion, biotransformation or modification of the substrate. So in this process, microorganisms are applied on a substrate to make the changes in the substrate in order to get a product, value added product, and that process is called as modification of the substrate or biotransformation or bioconversion. So in this process we are going to apply the microorganism on the substrate to make a modification in the substrate in order to get a value added product. For example, ethanol get converted into acetic acid. Then isopropanol converted into acetone. Then sorbitol get converted into sorbitose. So this sorbitose is very important for manufacturing vitamin C. So it can give immunity. Then the last one is the last one is steroids. Sterols into steroids. So these are the examples of bioconversion, biotransformation or modification of the substrate. So that's all about the application of fermentation process in industries. Now we are going to discuss the single cell protein in detail. So please wait a minute. Let me teach you about single cell protein. Single cell proteins are nothing but dried form of microorganisms like algae, bacteria, yeast and fungi. And it contains rich amount of protein. It can serve as animal feed and human food because of the rich amount of protein. So it can replace the normal conventional source of protein. Due to the high amount of protein content and nutritive value, it can replace the normal conventional protein source. But still, people are hesitate to use single cell protein due to some reasons. Because it contains high amount of nucleic acid. Due to the nucleic acid, high amount of nucleic acid, it causes serious problem, health problems like rheumatism, then uric acid formation and kidney stones. So due to the high amount of nucleic acid, it causes serious health problem like uric acid formation, rheumatism and kidney stones. Then it can produce toxic substance or carcinogenic agents. So it can cause cancer. Then it shows slow digestion. So it remains in our digestive tract and it causes allergies. It can cause allergies, indigestion and vomiting. So due to these reasons, people are hesitate to consume single cell protein. Then these are all some of the microorganisms which are used in the production of single cell protein. So in bacteria, Methylophilus, Methylotrophus and Cellulomonas and alkali genes. So these are all the bacteria which are used in the production of single cell protein. Then in fungi, Agaricus campestris, Saccharomyces cerevisiae and Candida utilensis. So these are the fungi which are used in the production of single cell protein. Then algae, Spirulina, Chlorella and chlamydomonas. Then the single cell protein can form an important source of food because it contains high amount of protein content, carbohydrate, vitamin, amino acid, etc. And it is used as food by astronauts and Antarctica expedition scientists. That means the scientists who explore Antarctica. Then the algae spirulina can grow easily in the wastewater from potato processing plant. Then molasses, that is sugar syrup, it can grow well in sugar syrup, and it can grow well in straw and even in manure, animal manure, and it shows high amount of protein content and nutritive value like carbohydrate, fat, vitamin, amino acids, etc. Then if we take 250 gram of Methylophilus methylotrophus and we introduce that microorganism into a fermenter, it can produce 25 tons of protein. It can produce 25 tons of protein. So due to the fermenter, due to the fermentation process, we are able to produce 25 tons of proteins from only 250 grams of Methylophilus methylotrophus. Then I am going to tell about the application of single cell protein. Let's talk about the application of single cell protein. Here I have written some of the applications of single cell protein. It is used as protein supplement. So we already know the single cell proteins are used as protein supplement. Then it is used in cosmetic products for healthy hair and skin. So it can be used as cosmetics for healthy hair and skin. So you have to find out, or you have to check the ingredients of that cosmetics which you are used. Then it is used in poultry as excellent source of protein and other nutrients. It is widely used for feeding cattle, birds and fishes, etc. So due to the high amount of proteins, they are used in poultry and feeding cattle, birds and fishes. Then it is used in food industry as aroma carrier. That means it can carry the aroma, it can add flavor to that recipe. Then vitamin carrier. So it can carry vitamin which are useful for the metabolism, Then it acts as an emulsifying agents. That means it can spread the fat evenly in the water and it makes the recipe more creamy because of the emulsifying agent. So the single cell protein can act as a emulsifying agent to improve the nutritive value of baked products. That means the cake. Then in soups, in ready to serve meals, in diet recipes. So single cell proteins plays a major role in the food industries. Then it is used in industries like paper processing, then leather processing as foam stabilizer. That means by using the single cell protein, single cell protein makes the quality of paper and leather. So it can act as a foam stabilizer. So with the help of that single cell protein, it makes the quality of the paper and leather high. So that's all about the application of single cell protein. If you have any doubt, please clarify with me. Thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.